Do you know what happened one time?
What?
I got advice from my my uncle, who was a priest. Interestingly enough, and so we were having a family get together at my mom's house when I still had all my snakes in the basement, and my aunt Clarine couldn't even look at a picture of a snake.
Oh my God.
That's how terrified she was. So she was not going to come because there were snakes, right?
Yeah.
And so my uncle, who is a priest, literally told me to tell my Aunt Clarine this. He said, when she comes and she says, did you remove the snakes from the house? Because my mom was going to tell her we're going to remove the snakes from the house. So sure enough, when she came, this is what he told me to do, and this is what I did. She said, did you remove the snakes from the house? In per my priest uncle, advice, I said, Auntie, my mom said I had to remove them from the house if you would come over. And that was the end of it. Now, I didn't remove them.
No, but that's what she said.
But that's what I said.
So you never lied?
I didn't lie. My priest uncle told me not to lie. I just didn't. You
didn't finish the truth.
I didn't. Yeah, I just said my mom said I had to move them if you were going to come over.
And she's
which
like,
was exactly the truth.
And guess what? She made it through the dinner, didn't she, Brian?
She didn't even know for a second that there were hundreds of snakes in the basement.
Dummy. What an idiot.
Yeah, take that.
Your little kid tricked you. That's awesome, though, man. I love that.
Yeah, so.
No way. Elise Pyro Chick?
Oh, my girl.
I haven't seen you in so long, girl. Where you been?
Oh, I know. I can't say where she is.
Oh, okay.
But
you tell me later, okay?
She wouldn't even tell me where she is, but I'm not that dumb.
Oh,
I know where
you were
she
smarty
is.
smart. I think I know
where she is.
Do I think I know where she is?
Give me a hint.
I can't. If I did it,
Well, it doesn't matter.
Slipknot?
She didn't tell me.
Slipknot.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
She's at. I
don't say it. Don't tell me. Tell me off there.
She didn't tell me
So
where
you
she
could say
was. I'm just saying there's an event going down tonight that's pretty big.
Oh, is it that event? Is it fighting?
She didn't tell me.
Okay.
She didn't tell me.
But you ain't an idiot.
But if she's in the same state as this big fight,
she might be doing something.
I think she's doing something. But so Elise, we're definitely getting Elise on the podcast.
Yeah.
We're bringing her in soon. I can't wait. Love her to death.
But where has she been, though, man? I feel like I haven't seen her in forever.
Yeah, we haven't. I mean, I chat with her a bunch.
Miss her.
But yeah, we do miss her. She's a great person all around. She's awesome.
Alex Rogers says, "Hey Brian, finally got my animal plastics cages after 6 months of waiting."
Oh my gosh, yeah, that company is known for that shit, man. That's for sure.
Jordan says, "Hey Brian, I wanted to say thank you for changing my life. I was in a really bad place, but through your videos and positivity, I found my way out that dark hole. Thank you greatly. Sorry for that comment."
I'm so glad that you're out of your dark hole. I'm climbing out of mine. Mine wasn't depression, but it was anxiety. I'm climbing out.
Still
I'm getting
dark.
closer, but there's just a couple little hurdles left. I think that obviously. When I can get past this next vaccine, there's a lot of anxiety right now for me about getting the second shot because of the side effects, and I don't know how I'm going to react to it. So I'm going to be, I think that's the last vestige that's hanging on, to be honest with you. I think that once I get the vaccine and I'm after side effects, 2 days, 3 days, whatever it is, I think that my anxiety is going to be 99% gone. Because I think the only real anxiety I have right now, I mean, I have some other anxiety, but most of it is gone. I think one thing that's really freaking me out is the second shot.
Yeah.
And
you're going to be okay.
And once I get past that, I think that not only am I going to be past the second shot, so I won't have to worry about it, but I'll also be, for the most part, immune to getting the virus for the 95%, and certainly 100%. Of severe cases. So I can't wait till that happens. So I'm glad you're out of that spot. And I think that once I'm past this in another, 10, 12, 13 days, whatever it is, I'll be, I think that my life will be like a completely new life.
Elise came back to say, "Sorry, hit send too fast. Hey, sending you peace and hugs from Adventures on the Road. Crew is watching with me in the pyro room. Keep on crushing it, boys. Love you." Hey, what up, crew? Miss you guys.
What's going on? So
you guys are awesome.
So I hope like I said, I promise you she did not tell me.
No, I know you
promise
did. I know.
I just know she's in a state that something big is happening, and I'm like, it's got to be that, right? And
what state is that actually happening in?
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's in Atlanta. And I want to go watch it tonight, by the way.
Yeah, and dude, I think that's a good idea.
It's going to be a fun one to watch for sure. I'm assuming she's there. I don't know, unless something else. Maybe there's a freaking,
I thought you
Shania
might have been
Twain
like chilling with
concert?
Corey Taylor because I know he's going on tour and shit. So like,
Yeah, no, I don't know, but
dun.
to the crew, you guys are awesome.
We
We
love
love
you.
you. We missed you. You know, you treated us like rock stars when we're in Vegas,
Right.
and we can't wait to at least treat Elise like a rock star when she comes to visit us.
Keith Owen says, sorry for the misspelling, by the way. I enjoy all your videos and hope to see you guys one day.
Keith, if you ever misspell
I
something,
swear to God,
again, you're
we'll
blocking your ass.
I could block you. I got the power right in my hands.
I block your.
I
No,
block your ass
Keith,
so fast.
I misspell everything, Keith. So don't ever worry about that, my man.
Berm Donor Python says, what's up,
Hey, what's up?
Brian?
Hey,
Haven't
man.
caught a live in a while. I will have to catch up on this one. Have a kick-ass Saturday.
Yeah, man, definitely. Thanks. It's good to see you again, man, and stuff like that. So it's a rocking Saturday. I've got after this podcast, we've got a couple hours left of the Reptarium. And then what's really cool is that tomorrow we come to work.
Yep.
And then you guys won't know this because we are,
We're professionals.
We're professionals. But we are taking a couple days off, Monday and Tuesday off.
No fucking way.
Yep. Jay's going to be, eating gummies all day. And,
You know it, baby. Got him.
And I'm going to Grand Rapids, Michigan, spending a couple days out there. And but when we do this stuff and we don't do it often, we always vlog extra vlogs so that we can continue to keep a daily vlog going. So
For you guys.
So you guys don't miss us and stuff like that, which is not easy to do extra vlogs. Quite
Oh,
frankly.
you do double the work on 2
Yeah.
days to have 2 days off, right?
Yeah, and so, but I'm really looking forward. So we're gonna come in half day tomorrow, and then bang, hit the road.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do with myself.
But today was an early day because I had to get up super early today because
Tour.
we no, not tour.
Oh.
I had to take Lori. It was actually kind of funny. So we were renting a van because we're moving some things to Grand Rapids, and so Lori's like, I've got to be back to the house by 8 o'clock in the morning. So we have to go get the van and be back by 8,
God,
right?
yeah.
And so I'm like, cool, no problem. So I always wake up relatively early, but I got up even extra early today and got ready. And so I drop Lori because Lori's like, just drop me off at the van place, go home, get your stuff together. And then you hit the shop. Cause I had to be at the shop by, 8:30. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I drop her off at the van place and literally I'm like 2 minutes away, driving away. And she's like, she's like, Brian, are you still right down the street? I'm like, yeah, I'm literally right down the street. And she's like, they don't open till 9 o'clock.
I figured that. I'm like, there's no way they're open, bro.
Yeah. So I had to go back and pick her up. And actually, I actually take that back. I didn't go back and pick her up. I was at the light at the end of the street, and she ran to the car.
No fucking way.
And I stayed at
Lori's
the
the
light.
best,
Yeah,
bro.
so she ran to the car. I had to take her home. Then had to bring her back later. But so it's been a long day. We don't leave until 9:30 tonight. So it's a good 15-hour day or so for me. Tomorrow is a short day and then a couple days off. And to be honest with you, the couple days off that we're taking are a little bit weird because I don't even know what we're doing. Like, I think we're doing nothing.
Which is my favorite thing, dude.
really
Yo,
weird.
watch Brian get so upset that doing nothing right now. You know?
Yeah, it's going to be weird because in the place that we're staying doesn't have very good internet and mainly no cell reception. So I'm going to be kind of out of pocket for a couple days. And
You want to borrow the hammock?
I'm
not kidding.
I'm telling you, man. I'm going to chill, man. And I need it. I need a mental break. I think it's going to be good. And then
Dude, your mental health's going to be so good, bro.
yeah,
You better-
and then of course I'll come back. I'll probably be stressed out for a handful of days leading up to the vaccine, but
Yeah.
but then whatever. But yeah. So anyways, looking forward to tomorrow.
Hell yeah, man. Bama says, I was also wondering if you have read my email, Brian. Keep it up.
I don't know, Bama.
What's your real name, dude?
Yeah, and I don't know what the email was about. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I just
know
don't
either.
know.
How would I know?
If you sent the email to BHB, chances are 99% I would never see it unless you say attention, Brian, and they forward it to me. So my office really, they do all the Reptarium, they do all the BHB emails, and there are hundreds and hundreds a day. So they really, really work their ass off to respond to people. But I don't get hardly any of those emails. Like, I'm completely out of that loop because obviously they realize there's just no way I can, field even the small amount of emails I field now on my personal
Stressful,
account
yeah.
is hardly. I mean, I'm so bad about getting back to everybody.
Me too.
But if there is something that is important that you sent, if it didn't go to my personal email, send it attention Brian, and it'll come to me. If it came to my personal email and I didn't respond, that just means I haven't gotten to it yet. But I'm usually pretty good about responding on my personal email. Like every now and then I'll have a couple that slip by, but I try my best within a few days anyways.
Let Roses Burn says, you helped me get my shot, J&J, and survived despite the clot issue. So I know you got this, Brian.
Good. I'm so glad.
So proud of you.
I'm glad that you got it. And the J&J one is, listen, if I could get okay, I would get any of the vaccines, including J&J right now.
Yep.
I would.
agree.
I think that the chances of bad effects on any of them is so slim, even the J&J. With that being said, the only reason I wouldn't have wanted to get the J&J is not because of the side effects and or the potential blood clot, which is literally 1 in a million. It's just because the efficacy is just lower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want to, I would rather have the 95%
than 84
than
or whatever.
It's actually 70%.
Is it 70?
70%. So, but that being said, it's 100% on hospitalizations. So like there's 0 hospitalizations with J&J, zero. So that's great. So I would take all of them if I would. But
you should go collect them, Brian.
Yeah,
I got all the vaccines.
I actually saw.
You see a TikTok?
Did you see the TikTok?
Yeah, I seen it. It was really good.
It was great. Man. He's like, I'm collecting. He's like, I got all of them.
He's like, what? You're not supposed to get all of them. He's like, what? He's like, dude. And then he's like, I've reached my full power or some shit, right?
He like kicks the guy's ass or something. He's like,
people are so funny, man. That's why I love TikTok, because people are so fucking funny, bro.
That was a good one though. He's like, this is my fifth series. He's like, what?
Your fifth what? He's like, yeah,
I got Moderna, I got Pfizer, I got J&J, I got AstraZeneca, and I got like Sputnik or something.
He's like some Indian one or something,
like,
some bootleg Russian one.
yeah.
I love
Sputnik 5.
Yeah, dude.
Oh shit.
Simple Man says, you both deserve some rest. Hope you have a great night and a great time.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. Don't it's very rare that I do anything that
is restful.
That not only is restful, but also that I have no idea what we're doing, you know? Like, it's good, like, dude. What are the plans?
I kind of like this, dude.
Nothing, you know? Nothing is the plans.
I told Brian to get bird feeders and go feed some birdies.
Yeah, we'll go walk in the forest.
It's so good for you, man. I know it sounds crazy.
But no, I think it's something that, you know, what I saw a Gary V TikTok today that said, like, you know, don't, like, you either complain or you don't complain.
Right.
Like that's the only two things in life. You're a complainer or not a complainer. And he said, you know, I know people that make $40,000 a year that are so happy. They're so happy that they spend time with their kids. They work 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. And they're so happy in life. And he goes, and I know people that are have $100 million that bitch about their balance in life. Like, I don't ever get a chance to spend time with my friend. And he's like, he goes, and I say, this is what he said in the TikTok. He's like, I tell him, fuck you. You got $100 million. You do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you want to spend more time with your family?
Yes,
do it.
Do it, you know? And that's my point is that I need to start spending more time with me and my family and my mental health and all these other things.
I agree.
And work. I've been a work porn guy for, you know, the last 30 years.
Porn at work, right?
Watching porn at work.
Yeah, same, dude. I've also, for the last 5 years, I've been a porn worker.
That's all you've done. It's like, Brian, I'm editing over here.
Yeah. Don't look at the screen, but this video is coming out great.
No, I've glorified work for the last 30 years, where I work 7 days a week, morning till night. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I love what I do. But I'm at that point where I'm like, I can't do that anymore to make sense, because this last mental health battle that I'm still in to some extent at the end stages really woke me up a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and not just the anxiety, but also the pandemic woke me up a lot too. You know,
nothing's certain.
Nothing is guaranteed in life, and we're here for such a short time on this planet that if you're not enjoying yourself, you know, and you can work and enjoy yourself. What I do, I love, but there has to be some more balance. And I'm just at the first time in my life, it's like I don't want to work every day, all day, day and night. You know, and I don't need to. There's things I want to achieve, and I will still achieve, but I don't need to achieve everything, right? I don't need to achieve everything, and I have to stop chasing that demon that was my dad telling me that I was a loser.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I agree.
I've got to stop chasing that, because my dad's dead. And it doesn't matter what the fuck he thought of me.
At
you know
all.
what I mean? So he was a terrible dad. God rest his soul. He was a terrible dad that wasn't there for me. And that demon that I've been trying to prove for the last, my whole life about me being a loser and never amounting to, I just got to let that go.
Right.
And
just like imagine, like literally letting it go like a balloon, as it's like you're a fucking loser and you'll never amount to anything.
Yeah, and I don't care. And listen,
it's like, who gives a shit?
If I, it doesn't matter how much money I have or don't have. In the end of the day, it's about what your life did and the impact you have and the legacy you leave behind and
think
how
about
much you
yours,
liked it.
man. Think about it compared to your dad.
Yeah.
You have a better family.
Yeah.
You have better friends.
I love my son. I love my daughter.
Right.
It's
you have literally everything. You got a great living. You've made a name for yourself. You're literally like multiple people's heroes and idol. Like, fuck that guy, dude. Sorry, but fuck that.
No, it's true.
I got a dad
so
too. That's a piece of garbage. So don't worry about it.
So I'm trying to do this. Take some time and balance more and doing it now before I'm dead.
No, dude, and everyone supports you, so you got it, brother. Bama said, my email should also say Bama6499, and I put, please get to Brian, thanks.
Well, I will say this, though. Beth, my administrative assistant, was not here this week, so Steph was taking, which Steph is my other wonderful person that I work with, but she's not my administrative assistant, so Steph was doing a great job this week covering for Beth, but also double dutying all her other responsibilities,
which is a lot.
including being involved in the launch of Reptile Army and helping
guys.
that stuff. So and again, Monday, check that thing out. You'll find out what's up with that.
Amber Jones says, my son wants to know if there's a lizard like Godzilla that he can buy and hold.
I think that the closest thing to Godzilla that is available is what do you think? I think maybe
that's available. I was gonna say, sorry, I forgot that she said buy and hold, because I was gonna say marine iguana would be the move.
Yeah, the marine iguana is definitely the most Godzilla-ish, but I think maybe a little bit like rhino iguanas.
Rhino iguana's got that dinosaur vibe, bro.
Yeah, but you can definitely see there's
this is legitimately
that's Godzilla.
That's Godzilla.
It's
100%.
Godzilla.
But a rhino iguana is a great choice. I mean, there's nothing that gives me that Land Before Time feel more than Diddy Dixie and Bella and.
You know that Jay and Aislinn, our educators, took Diddy today too.
How did it go, actually? Because
I guess it went the same way as what happened when Diddy came back. I opened up the tub and Diddy freaked out. But once he freaked out and got on the ground, totally chill.
Oh, good.
So he let him feed him some super worms and stuff like that at the.
That's a showstopper.
So it was a huge success, and I think the more he goes out, the more he'll be comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he didn't like the tub. Didn't like the tub at all.
And that's it, brother. That's it for now.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
you motherfuckers,
you guys are so. So I think that the rest of the night is I'll probably go upstairs. It's coming up on 7:00 now, Eastern time. I'll probably go upstairs, spend some time at the Reptarium with my folks up there, and then I think I'm going to go and watch this Jake Paul fight.
Dude, where do you watch it at? Because I don't even know.
So
you got pay-per-view it?
Yeah, pay-per-view.
I'm going to I'll find it.
It's $50.
I'm going to find it on Reddit.
It's $50. You could probably
I can find it
legally stream it.
Wait, no one said that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay for it
because you're a grown up.
And this is the thing. Let me just say, I know this is going to be a departure from everything. And this is where we lose at least half our audience.
It's all good.
Listen, I kind of hope Jake wins.
Yeah, dude, how funny would that be?
Because this is the thing. Number one, I obviously know Jake. I've been friends with Jake, friends loosely. I've known Jake for a long time. I love the fact that his boxing name is the Problem Child.
Stop.
It's great. It's perfect for him because that's what he's owned that title. Logan is the wholesome one and Jake is the Problem Child.
Yeah.
But I think that, boxing as a whole, not that I'm a fan really, but boxing as a whole has become irrelevant since MMA started, right? Since UFC in particular. And Pride before that, and basically, I think Jake and Logan have resurrected boxing, right?
Oh, for sure.
And if Jake wins against a UFC contender, I think the guy actually held a belt for a while, even as a UFC MMA fighter. I think that that will be amazing because this is the thing. Jake started 2 years ago. Boxing.
Yeah.
2 years. And if a guy goes from 2 years and shows that he can just put his energy, and in the meantime, making $100 million a year in other businesses.
Right.
But yet has the time to dedicate to become a professional boxer. And I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of his sparring, and I even saw his last match against Nate, the NBA guy. He looked like a boxer. He didn't look like a guy, a lot of times how like the first guys go out there, even when Logan and Jake first went out against Deji and KSI, they didn't look like boxers. They looked like brawlers. They got those winding, like, loopy
Haymaker punches. Yeah.
And all of a sudden, then that second fight, Logan looked like a boxer.
Yep.
Jake looked like a boxer. And then Jake comes out after the Deji fight and he's knocking people out. You know what I mean? It's like he looked legit.
I mean, dude, if you did it for 2 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, but he's going up against a guy that's been doing it for
that's the hard part.
15 years, 20 years.
But has been off for 15 months or whatever, except for the last 11 weeks. You know what I mean? He's been doing nothing, sitting on his couch. So
yeah, no, I get that. But I'm just saying, I just think that Jake
instincts,
it does seem to be the better athlete, and he does seem to be the better, in shape right now for that matter. And I just think it'll be really great for the boxing world if Jake wins. Not that I have anything against his opponent, and I don't know him. I don't have anything to do with him. I'm just saying that I think for the sport itself, if Jake wins, it's going to be a huge thing. And it's going to be crazy tonight. I mean, I think it's like Justin Bieber is there. I think like Snoop Dogg is the MC. It's going to be an event.
Legit. Yeah.
It's going to be an event, man. And so I wish I was there.
The Pauls are crazy, man.
Yeah, no, they're inspiring, man. I'm telling you.
They really are. I agree.
I don't give a crap what anyone says. And I told this story. I hope Logan doesn't mind me telling this, but I told the story to Jay. Logan was on WWE last week.
Yeah.
And the next morning, I text Logan because when Logan went through the Suicide Forest incident, I text Logan and I said, Logan, I know you're in a storm right now. I said, I promise you can get onto the other side of the storm. And I believe in my heart you will be bigger and better than you've ever been once this is behind you. And I told him that days after, and he responded, of course, thank you so much, stuff like that. So a couple days ago, he did a WWE. The next morning, I text Logan just saying, remember what I told you a couple years ago, and look at where you're at now. I'm so proud of you. And he responded literally within 30 seconds, just saying, I do remember. Thank you so much, and you were so right.
Yeah.
Not that I deserve any credit for him. I'm not deserving any credit for what he did.
No.
What I'm saying is that
called it.
That not only did I call it, but I respect the fact that he's at that level and still responded to me within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't just go like, it's just fucking Brian, some snake guy, who cares, blow him off type thing. He responded with a polite response. That tells you a lot about a guy. That
agree.
tells you a lot about Logan. And Jake, although he may be the problem child, dude's owning it, man. He's killing it, man. He is gonna. There will be 3 to 5 million people watching a $50 fight tonight. They're gonna make $150 million on this bout tonight.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And he's a fucking YouTuber.
And he's like 24.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
On,
like
man.
he's
Come
crushing
on,
the
man.
world.
Come on, man. Anyone that disses him is just a hater.
Yeah,
You know
I agree.
what I mean, it's just come on, man. You got to.
You don't have to like him as a person,
No,
but I mean
you
as
have to like him as a person.
like a business runner and like how like intelligent they are. They're so smart.
Oh man, it's just so smart. I mean, they're making. Oh gosh.
To know what every human on the planet likes all the time for years is crazy, man. I mean,
and
that's
to continue
nuts.
to reinvent yourself. You're on Disney Channel, then you're a vlogger, then you're a boxer, then you know what I mean. Like
What's next?
It's
you
like
know?
wow. These guys, both Logan and Jake, have literally lived 4 careers. And literally, they're in their mid-20s.
Yeah.
And they're in their mid-20s.
Yeah.
And they've mastered and been on the top of 4 different careers.
Yeah, that's nuts.
What's next? I mean, what is next? I don't know. So
the first 2 brothers to run for president, dude?
Yeah,
Is that what's happening?
It's, bro prez.
Yeah, bro.
Prez,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the brosidents.
Make America Jake again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?